3, 2, start.
Hi guys, Sheru Aangrish here from UFC gym in New Jersey with our Jersey boy, the legend, owner of Gaspari Nutrition, Rich Gaspari. Rich, thank you for coming.
Great to be here. This is an unbelievable gym. If you're in North Brunswick, New Jersey, check out this gym, UFC gym, amazing gym. Sheru, you did a great job with it. It's like a candy store for me to go, and train. But I'm really excited. I know that you have the Gaspari brand here.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna have fun using all the products that we have.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited that I'm gonna be at the Sheruclassic NPC Nationals,
yes,
the 17th and 18th in Orlando.
Yeah.
So Gaspari Nutrition is gonna be there, with our products. Just to let you guys know some history, ancient history. I did win the Nationals back when I was 20 years old in 1984. So it's been a long time. I know that Sheru's going to do a great job. They're going to have a great expo at the show. So guys, if you're in Orlando, you got to check it out.
Even in Orlando or without Orlando, you have to come because this year we're putting an expo with more than 75 brands. The legacy of Jim Mannion, IFBB Pro League chairman, is being carried forward. Apart from the expo, we have the main national show. Can you tell how important the national championship is in America?
It is the biggest amateur show that you can win. I'm very proud to be a national winner. And when I did win that, I got my pro card. So for anyone in bodybuilding, the show you want to win to turn pro, there's a lot of shows you can turn pro, but winning the nationals is the diamond of winning, as an amateur. Because once you win that show, you're destined to be a great pro.
Talking about history, Rich Gaspari was trendsetter when we talk about shredded glutes. Can you tell us, when we see the modern era of bodybuilding compared to, the old school bodybuilding, what difference you see, especially in regards to athletes coming on now? And I want to know a little bit more about the Gaspari Nutrition potential athletes which are coming on.
Well, going back, when I competed, the one thing, I don't know if you know this, Lee Haney was my training partner. He's an 8-time Mr. Olympia. And this guy had great genetics, small waist, wide clavicle, and I had to figure out how to beat him. So what I knew that I had, I was able to get very dense, shredded, more than any bodybuilder of my time. So when I started competing, first off, I went from 189 in the Nationals. I ended up competing in the Olympia at 220. So I put a big gain in muscle mass, but I was dense and shredded. And I tried like heck to try to beat Lee Haney. I mean, he's my good friend. I came 3 times second in the Mr. Olympia against an 8-time Mr. Olympia. So, and got top 5 for the last 7 years. So I did okay in bodybuilding, as a pro.
Talking about work ethics, still Rich trains 5 a.m. every single day. And he's training 5 days a week. His training routine, which I heard, is early morning, he set his day up, and then from 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, he's set for the day, working still 12 hours a day at this age.
I love working. To me, I competed and I put all my energies into being the best bodybuilder. But with bodybuilding, you are limited by your genetics, and I was still able to make it to 2nd place. I won the Arnold Classic, I won Professional Mr. World, I won many international European Grand Prix champions. But when you're in business, there's no genetic limitations. The harder you work and the more you focus, you can grow. And life is not easy, it's up and down, and I've had my ups and downs, but I continue if you love what you do, it's not really work. I know, Sheru, you own businesses, you also work very hard, but like me, it's your passion. If you love what you do, it's not really work.
Exactly. Start enjoying it. My last question to you, a lot of youngsters in today's date, they get carried away by, the modern day bodybuilding, and there's a life after bodybuilding and the life in regards to the professionalism as well. What advice you will give it to the youngsters in regards to how they can manage their professional life with life after the bodybuilding from the business standpoint?
What you just said is very true, is that you can be an athlete for a short period of your life, and you have a much longer period that you have to continue on. So you have to focus, and if you have the genetics to be a great bodybuilder, by all means put all your efforts into it. But know that no matter how great you are, eventually it'll be your time to not compete anymore. All the greats have, like I said, can't do it forever. So what you need to focus on is have a plan in life to do much more. My plan was I started this brand. When I retired, I started this brand 24 years ago. I was retiring and I knew that I couldn't compete. I actually got injured. And while I was in bed, I created this brand. And now it's still a global brand across the world. And the same focus that you have in bodybuilding, that you get up, train 6 days a week, you eat 6 meals a day, if you put that effort into business, you will be super successful. And that's what a lot of athletes have to understand. If you focus what you did as an athlete in other endeavors, you're going to be successful.
The reason why I asked that question to Rich was because, it's very important for us to live a healthy lifestyle. That's why right supplementation, right timing is very important. Gaspari Nutrition, one of the best supplement brands in the world. And good news is Rich Gaspari has started a wellness brand as well, which I will be, placing here in our UFC gym, alongside with many other, verticals in our expos across the world. What's the wellness brand?
Well, the wellness brand is, when I created Gaspari Nutrition, I was an athlete and I wanted to make the best product for athletes.
Yeah.
So that's what I created. Now that I'm in my 50s, I see a lot of things that happen to my body in my 50s. So I started looking at what products will help you for aging. So I came up with a brand called Gaspari Ageless, which is an anti-aging brand. So we have products like nootropics for the brain. It's called Brain Booster. We have a natural testosterone booster called Vitality Booster. A lot of people go through pain when you age, so I have an anti-inflammatory. I have another product that's a heart health product that basically as you age, you want to make sure your heart is healthy. The most important muscle is not your biceps or your chest, it's your heart. Yeah. So you want to have a healthy heart. So I have a product that will help lower cholesterol, help with blood pressure, blood flow. I came up with a collagen bar. Collagen, as we age, we produce our own collagen, but as we get into 30 to 40 to 50, we produce less and less. And what happens when you produce less collagen, you start having joint issues, ligament issues, also skin, you start getting wrinkles. So I produced a bar, high end, with 15 grams of collagen to help you, for women to look young, for men to help their joints. So these are all the products that I developed, in the anti-aging line that are gonna also grow. But it's a health and wellness brand.
Rich, thank you so much, my friend.
Thank
Thanks
you
for coming, and check out Rich Gaspari. Will be at NPC Nationals in Orlando, 17th, 18th December. Looking forward to see you there.
Looking forward to it.